Calispera, good afternoon. I'm Torreorgaz ROSA, a cultural Torreorgaz technician. Today, this afternoon, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the traditional livestock in Extremadura and what are we evolving to. This analysis comes to a research visit from my townhall cooperative in Torreorgaz. So I hope that my data help you to take some conclusion as I have done. I start. Sorry, because sometimes the PowerPoint doesn't go as fast as I wanted. Introduction. Okay, right now we find ourselves at a dilemma. We have to ask ourselves, okay, Extremadura is known as a very important first service market. Okay, but why? If we come from a very traditional livestock farming area, there are more and more fewer farmers. Our tradition is always depending on how many farmers there are. Every family in our area have a traditional livestock farming, but no one do an internship or make themselves entrepreneur. So they go fewer and fewer, and something that was traditional, at the end, it is completely unnecessary, unfortunately, obviously. So this is what our dilemma. In order to ask all these questions, that is not very easy to solve it in the first place, we have to know which are our conditions. So hearing what my colleagues have sent me in the cooperative, I've done a preliminary stage. So how was the situation to then make a final reflection? We start. The analysis from a transversal perspective. Okay, to start analyzing this situation, we have to take account 4 agents: collaborating companies, the cooperative, the individuals, I mean the farmers, and the administration who looks for everything. Okay, so which are the first place, the second place? Obviously, the first place comes for a collaborating companies who give the resources to the cooperative, and then the cooperative sell it, and they are face to face to the client. And then there is the third relationship, which is with the individuals that buy and sell and organize all their papers with the cooperative. So the intermediate point is the cooperative. And which is what does the administration do? What does the administration do? The administration only have to have the taxes and to know that everything is going all right. So what right now we are going to analyze one by one every agent. The cooperatives. Okay, in Torreorgaz we have 156 partners and 461 associated individuals. What is the problem in Torreorgaz? What I have seen, and no, actually it's not a problem, it's just a zero profitability model due to a cross relationship. What I mean with that? In Torreorgaz exists a cross relationship through the different generations. So what does it mean? When the individuals need more meal for their animals, the cooperative goes better. And when the individuals need less, the cooperative goes worse. So that makes a cross relationship in which no one is going to be happy at the same time. So that makes that produces that always in every time someone is going to be unhappy or is going to have less profitability. So that responds for overleading model that it's okay. In our area it's normal, but that maybe that fix is not in our time, because that goes anywhere and that is going to improve the percentage of going to a dump of traditional livestock. So, related to individuals. Right now, the individuals have a very important part because with no individuals, obviously there is no sector. But what is going to do with the generation change? It is going to be, or what are we going to do? Because more and more young people don't wanna go to the livestock farming. So, why generational change is not happening? Well, I found in my research three conditions. People don't. The stereotype is that we cannot have so many profitability because right now livestock farming is seen as something that you do only for over living, not for living with that. So the second thing is the lack of land ownership, and that is related to the CAP grants, which required a very large kilometers from the livestock farming, and obviously not everyone can do that. That depends on how many farms your family has, and etc. And that doesn't improve your basis conditions. And the third one, the inviability of prior models. What's happening right now? We are living in a world in which we want more and more liberty. Right now, with a list of farming, that is not possible, or it is not as possible as in another models could be. So the third point, collaboration companies. What do they represent? Which is its place on this network? Okay, as we have seen in the first point, that takes the first place. Why? Because in itself, it has the innovation grants, they work directly with our resources, and as in the next, as my colleague has before explained, it has a lot of figures that helps it as the AEDLs. So this is why it is in the first place. So, and what's up with administration? I'm not going to explain that very much because everyone knows that a good supervisor always is welcome. So, let's be a solution maker. Right now, I have explained you which is our situation, right? So, what we can do with that? So, let's do a little bit of futurology. Related to enterprises, what is going to happen? It is going to tend into the accumulation of resources in a few ATP farmers. ATP farmers is the people who just want to be farmers, not as a secondary job. And tending to raise dilemmas about subsidies. As I have explained before, subsidies are not always welcome. In the second hand, related to the cooperative, it is important being subject to innovation and improvement subsidies. The cooperative has to look more for innovation and not only for overliving. And in the last place, related to individuals, we have to be a little bit more sensitive to capturing new needs. So, possible solutions that I have found. I'd love that someone of you will tell me another solution that I'm sure that they will be very interesting. What I found: prior models, administrative support, not only supervising, taking account the climate change, and breakdown of self-sufficiency to enhance competitiveness. Saving is not always the solution. There are other options that maybe you can get more profits. So, thank you so much. Any questions?